Why is the universe so silent? With billions of galaxies and even more planets out there, why haven't we heard a single signal, seen a distant spacecraft, or discovered even a whisper of alien life? It's a question that haunts both scientists and dreamers alike, and today we're unraveling a theory so terrifying it could rewrite everything we think we know about our place in the cosmos. But before you think this is just another alien story, ask yourself this. What if the reason we haven't found them is because they're gone? Or worse, hiding? Known as the Fermi Paradox, this chilling contradiction asks why, in a universe statistically overflowing with life, no one has ever said hello. Could it be that we're simply not listening the right way, or could the answer be far darker than anyone's willing to admit? Some believe the key lies in a concept called the Great Filter, a silent, invisible force that may be destroying intelligent civilizations before they ever reach us. And if that filter is real, where does that leave us? Could we be on the verge of triggering our own extinction without even realizing it? Imagine civilizations far older and more advanced than ours, snuffed out before they could spread their message across the stars. What happened to them? War, AI, cosmic events we can't even comprehend. And more importantly, are we next? Keep watching, because we're about to explore the terrifying possibility that the quiet in space isn't natural. It's evidence. A warning. Maybe the silence isn't the absence of life. Maybe it's the aftermath of something that happened again and again. Something no one survived. And if we're not alone, why is every star system we look at so utterly lifeless? Maybe the scariest question isn't where the aliens are, it's what stopped them, or who. And here's where it gets worse. What if we're not the first to ask these questions? What if others reached this exact point in their development and simply vanished? Civilizations reaching a certain level of intelligence may inevitably invent the very tools that destroy them. Weapons, AI, environmental collapse. And by the time they realize it, it's too late. Could our own rapid rise in technology be the ticking clock counting down to our own filter moment? And if you think this is all speculation, know that some of the greatest scientific minds of our time take this theory very seriously. Stephen Hawking once warned that seeking out alien civilizations could be a fatal mistake, not because they're hostile, but because it reveals that we're naive. We assume that advanced life would be kind, but what if they're quiet for a reason? The dark forest theory says every civilization is a hunter, and the quiet ones survive. So maybe, just maybe, they're out there, watching, waiting, not making a sound. Because in the dark forest of the universe, noise gets you killed. Still think we should be broadcasting our location into space? And what if we're not in danger from aliens at all, but from ourselves? Could it be that we've already invented our own doom, and we're just waiting for the spark? Nuclear war, runaway AI, ecological collapse, or something worse, something we haven't even discovered yet. The Great Filter might not be an ancient mystery, it might be tomorrow. And if that's true, the question becomes, can we escape it? Is there a way to outsmart the filter, or are we destined to repeat the same mistakes as the civilizations before us, if they even existed at all? But here's a twist. What if we're the first? What if the Great Filter is behind us? What if life is so rare that we're one of the only, or the only, intelligent species to ever make it this far? That would mean we're not doomed, but chosen, exceptionally lucky. And if that's the case, then our responsibility is even greater. Because if we are alone, or among the first, then we may carry the future of consciousness itself. The universe could be full of planets, stars, galaxies, but utterly empty of minds, except ours. That possibility is as beautiful as it is terrifying, and it means we cannot afford to fail, Every war, every disaster, every short-sighted decision could be the one that costs us everything, not just our species, but the only known chance at intelligent life in the universe. But if the great filter is still ahead of us, we need to figure out how to pass it before it's too late. So, the next time you look up at the night sky and wonder why it's so quiet, remember, silence doesn't always mean safety. Sometimes silence is a scream that no one's left to hear. And maybe, just maybe, the real question isn't where the aliens are, but whether we're ready for what happens if we find them, or if they find us, or if no one's coming, because no one ever makes it. So what do you believe? Are we alone, or are we next?